SQL query syntax is pretty easy. Essentially, you're just telling the database what you want, and the database will return that information however it sees fit within the parameters set by your query. We refer to this as declarative programming. In declarative programming, you don't need to tell the system how to do its job. You just ask it for something, and it will find the best path to return what you need. Most common SQL queries are a series of clauses that are written in a strict linear order. The most basic SQL queries will almost always consist of a select clause and a from clause. The select clause tells the database what you want displayed or returned in your query results. The from clause specifies where the displayed data needs to come from. You're going to use select and from a lot in SQL, so let's begin with those two keywords. To get started, we need to open our query tool in pgadmin. There are three ways of doing this. First, you must select the database you wish to use. Then, you can either right-click on the database name and select Query Tool, or you can go to the Tools menu and select Query Tool. Or finally, you can click the small Query Tool button located directly above our database browser. At the top of our query tool, we have a toolbar. Below that, pgadmin tells us what database we're using, as well as what user we are connected as, followed by the name of our Postgres server. Below that is the query editor, where we will write our SQL, and at the bottom is the data output window, where we will see the results of our query. Once the query tool is open, let's start with something very simple. We will say select first name, comma, last name from actor. This query is telling the database that we want to display the first name and last name columns from the actor table. If you're not sure what columns are available in a table, it helps to use your browser panel and expand the table until you see all columns. To run the query, we can either hit the F5 key or we can click the Run button at the top of our query window. When we run the query, we get a list of actors and actresses. If we scroll down and check the row number, we can see there are 200 rows total. Notice how our list of actors and actresses appears to be unsorted. Let's add the actor ID column to the start of our query and rerun it. Notice how the data in our table actually is sorted, but it's not sorted alphabetically like you might expect. Instead, it's sorted by the actor ID. Actor ID is the primary key on this table. One way of telling that it's the primary key is by looking at the small PK notation located directly below the actor ID name in our result set. A primary key is a column that is unique for each row in a table. In a well-designed database, every table has a primary key that is used to uniquely identify each row within it. In a later video, we'll talk more about primary keys and their role in database design. Let's say now that rather than sorting by the actor ID, we want to sort this data by first name. Let's update our query by adding an order by keyword after the from clause. We'll say order by first name. As you've probably guessed, the order by keyword tells the SQL database how we want to sort our results. In this case, we're telling it to sort by first name. Now our actors and actresses' names are sorted alphabetically, but notice how some of the last names aren't in alphabetical order. For instance, Adam Hopper is listed before Adam Grant. If we want to get the names in their true alphabetical order, we need to also sort by the last name column. So let's amend our query to do that. Now, when we run our query, our records are truly in alphabetical order. Finally, let's suppose we want to see our actors and actresses in descending alphabetical order. To do this, we're going to add DESC after each of our columns in the order by clause, like so. When we run the query now, we see the results in descending alphabetical order. For the record, You can also use ASC to specify ascending order, like so. However, if you don't explicitly specify ASC for ascending order or DESC for descending order, your SQL database will sort your results in ascending order by default. Another way of expressing an order by clause is by the column number. For example, if actor ID is column 1, first name is column 2, and last name is column 3, we can write our order by clause like this: order by 1. This will sort our results by the first column in our select statement. Saying order by 2 will sort by first name, like so. And saying order by 2, 3 will sort by first name, then last name. If we flip the position of first name and last name in our select statement so that last name comes before first name, but we keep our order by clause the same, then we are sorting our results by last name followed by first name. Watch. So, with the order by clause, you can either specify the name of the column or its numerical position in your result set, and you can sort it in either ascending or descending order. You can mix and match as well if you want to sort last names in ascending order but first names in descending order. It's up to you. This is a good start. We've queried our database for the first time and introduced you to 3 of the basic SQL clauses you need to know: select, from, and order by. We've showed you how you can use these clauses to query data from a single table and sort your query results in ascending or descending order. In the next video, we'll show you how to filter your query results.